Thank you for joining Wars of the Roses. And this is Iowa, from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Iowa. Freemasonry was introduced into Iowa on November 20th, 1840, by the formation of a lodge at Burlington under a warrant from the Grand Lodge of Missouri. Of this lodge, Brother Theodore S. Parvin, since a past Grand Master of the state, was one of the founders, and James R. Hartsock, another past Grand Master, was the first initiate. A second lodge was formed at Bloomington, now Muscatine, February 4th, 1841. A third at Dubuque, October 20th, 1841, and a fourth in Iowa City, October 10th, 1842. A convention was held on January 2nd, 1844, and a Grand Lodge organized, Oliver Cock being elected Grand Master. The Grand Chapter was organized June 8, 1854, the Grand Council in 1857, and the Grand Commandery June 6, 1864. The ancient and accepted Scottish Rite has also been introduced into the state, and there is a Grand Consistory and several subordinate bodies. Iowa. On July 3, 1838, Congress passed a bill for the organization of the Territory of Iowa, and 2 years later, the brethren in the new state decided to form a lodge. On November 12, 1840, a meeting was held at which were present Colonel Hiram C. Bennett, Evan Evans, William Foy, David Hammer, Robert Martin, J. L. Lockwood, William Thompson, W. D. McCord, Thomas H. Kurtz, Chauncey Swan, Theodore S. Parvin, and Robert Lucas, governor of the territory. The petition for the new lodge was drawn up, and a dispensation dated November 20th, 1840, was received from the Deputy Grand Master of Missouri. Brothers Bennett, Thompson, and Evans were named as Worshipful Master, Senior and Junior Wardens. The dispensation was granted to Burlington Lodge, but after the charter was issued, the name was changed to Des Moines Lodge. The Grand Lodge of Iowa was formed by Des Moines Lodge Number 1, Iowa Lodge Number 2, Dubuque Lodge Number 3, and Iowa City Lodge Number 4, formerly numbers 41, 42, 62, and 63 of Missouri. Brother Ansel Humphreys presided over the convention held on January 2nd, 1844, and Brother John H. McKinney was secretary. Brothers Oliver Cock and T.S. Parvin were elected Most Worshipful Grand Master and Grand Secretary. The Deputy General Grand High Priest authorized by proxy the formation of Iowa Chapter at Burlington by dispensation dated August 24, 1843. A charter was granted on September 11, 1844. A convention of 4 chapters, namely Iowa, Chapter number 1, Iowa City, Chapter number 2, Dubuque, Chapter number 3, and Washington. Chapter number 4 met at Mount Pleasant on June 8, 1854, and established the Grand Chapter of Iowa. Sometime later, the Grand Chapter of Iowa opposed the authority of the General Grand Chapter by claiming the privilege of issuing dispensations for the organization of chapters wherever no other Grand Chapter was at work. On October 26, 1869, however, it annulled its act of secession passed 9 years previously, and since 1871 has been represented in the General Grand Chapter. When the General Grand Chapter gave up control over council degrees in 1855, companion Theodore S. Parvin journeyed to Alton, where on February 9, 1855, he was empowered by dispensation to organize Webb Council, which was chartered by the Grand Council of Illinois September 26, 1855. Webb Council, Excelsior Council, and Dubuque Council held a convention at Dubuque on January 2, 1857, and a Grand Council was organized. On October 15, 1878, the Grand Council adopted a plan of consolidation whereby the degrees were to be conferred in a Royal Arch Chapter. On March 1, 1899, the Grand Chapter gave up this control of the cryptic degrees, and therefore representatives from 10 chartered councils met at Des Moines, October 15, 1900, on the invitation of General Grand Master William H. Mayo, and organized a Grand Council. The Des Moines Commandery, number 1 at Muscatine, was organized by dispensation March 14, 1855, and chartered September 10, 1856. 4 commanderies, Des Moines number 1, Palestine number 2, Siloam number 3, and Des Moines number 4, took part in the organization of the Grand Commandery of Iowa on October 27, 1863, acting upon a warrant issued by Sir B.B. French, Grand Master of the Grand Encampment. The ancient and accepted Scottish Rite Southern Jurisdiction, was first established in Iowa at Clinton. On May 12, 1869, a Lodge of Perfection, Iowa No. 1, was opened. A Council of Kadosh, Hugh de Payens No. 1, and a chapter of Rose Croix, Delphic No. 1, on July 21, 1870, and the De Molay Consistory No. 1 on March 6, 1877. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Roses. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.